Hi, I'm Nathaniel Hall, and I'm discussing my project proposal for pediatric obesity. Key points of the presentation will be the problem identification and significance, my relative literature and synthesis of the literature, proposed interventions, and evaluation measures. Problem statement: in the school setting, would pediatrics age 7 to 12 years old benefit from 60 minutes of physical activity performed 5 days a week, coupled with mentoring and health promotion to reduce anthropometric data measurements, the baseline measurements, by 20% within a 12-month period or one calendar school year? I have chosen 12 months or one calendar school year is a sufficient time frame for outcome changes as a result of the implemented interventions. The children chosen for inclusion would be 7 to 12 years old, living within Carter County, Kentucky, attending a public school. The student must be able to be physically active without limitations or restrictions. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends 60 minutes of vigorous physical activity each day for all children. And the purpose of my project is to show the importance of daily physical activity as an effective intervention to reduce pediatric obesity throughout the United States. It is also hypothesized that mentoring and health promotion will also positively impact obesity rates among our youth. Why does pediatric obesity need to be addressed? Pediatric obesity is a major public health problem that affects about 1 out of 5 children currently living in the United States. That's 17% of our pediatric clients. The percentage is expected to increase to 30% by the year 2030. And as a result of this increased pediatric obesity, there are an increased number of pediatric clients presenting with chronic health problems and conditions that were once only diagnosed within adults. These obese pediatric clients have an increased morbidity, mortality rate with increased lifetime direct medical cost. Currently, only 7 states require physical activity as part of the daily curriculum for grades K through 12. The purpose of this project would be to show the importance of daily physical activity as an effective intervention to reduce pediatric obesity throughout the United States. Also hypothesize that mentoring and health promotion will also positively impact obesity rates among our youth. My relative literature that I chose as a systematic electronic literature search was conducted using CINAHL and the Cochrane Library. The articles I chose for inclusion contained random controlled trials, physical activity interventions, pediatric population focus, either or both gender, any ethnicity, and they were all published within the 5 years and of the English language. All 5 studies addressed the pediatric population, ages 12 to 18, or 2 to 18, physical activity with time frames ranging from 8 weeks to 12 months. How could this synthesis of literature be used to improve nursing practice? Well, physical activity and physical health education and health promotion can be found as common interventions within all 5 studies. In 2 studies, nutritional education and mentoring is included as part of the intervention, and 1 study found that nurses played an important role in childhood prevention for obesity. 2 studies confirmed the need for gender-specific interventions. Significance. The significance of my study would be to add to the current knowledge of pediatric obesity, and it also would support the benefits of implementing interventions at the school level. My proposed interventions would be 60 minutes of physical activity performed 5 days a week while at school, mentoring 15 minutes a week, and health promotion 15 minutes a week. How would I assess and evaluate my study? I would use anthropometric data, which would be weight, height, BMI, BMI Z-score, waist circumference, also vital signs such as blood pressure and heart rate. I would collect these at baseline and then monthly. They're listed on my presentation as T0, T1, and so forth. The anthropometric data collection is measurable, non-invasive, and subjective data, and can indicate if 60 minutes of physical activity each school day is reducing obesity, but also increasing fitness. Instruments used for data collection would include an electronic blood pressure cuff, heart rate measurement devices, electronic scale for height and weight measurements, measuring tapes. Data analysis would be performed monthly to determine the effectiveness of the intervention. Thank you so much for listening to me talk about my study, and feel free to comment about how I could make my interventions gender specific. Thank you again.